did before was a little too long, so I'm going to restart here. But what I'm here to tell you is how I farm for Curios and all that stuff as most efficiently as I possibly can. Now, you don't get Curios until you get into hard, very hard, extreme, maniac, proud, and each difficulty has a, if you're going up on the scale, higher difficulty, higher drop rate for Curios, but then you take the chance of running a longer mission time. Now, if you're willing to give or take and don't, and you're not in the process, like if you're in endgame and you're farming and that's all you're focused on right now, and like weapon awakening and stuff like that, don't worry about, uh, you know, you know, I'd say if you're just going through the game and you want to grab curios and you haven't gotten to this point, just do your missions unless you really, really want something. But if you're at this point, there are specific quests that I personally, it's not specific, but for me, since I'm maining Lancelot, a fire enemy is the best enemy for me to fight until I can get War Elemental out of the curios. So I like to do, there's like two, maybe three, the Infernodile, and I was doing the extreme fireworm at one point, but my problem is I can get him down to about a pinch of health in maybe about 20, I give or take 18 to 20 seconds. But if you don't have a way to stop him from getting into the air from overdrive, you basically extend that battle by another 10, 15 seconds with him being in the air on top of the results screens and stuff. So for me, I like to do the Infernodile on very hard. You can go into hard mode and body the Goblin Warrior repeatedly if you want that, but I think the drop's probably like 40, 50, 60-ish percent, and then 70-ish, 80-ish percent. I don't know. I don't think I've ever not gotten a curio from a proud. I know that's probably a lie, but like I said, I like to just go in here. I go to very hard, go to the Infernodile. I'll do one round of it, and I'll explain. You can see why being able to just do something in 8 or so seconds is the most efficient way. I still have not gotten a supplementary 5 plus. I've got 2 supplementary 5s. I need another one, and I need War Elemental. Do not try to strive. I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't try to strive for supplementary 5 plus. You can do that, but don't try to strive for a good side effect on it, or a second skill. Eight seconds, done. Now there's probably like a 50% chance or so that I'm going to get a curio, and I'll take that odds for something that only took me 8 seconds over something that takes me 18 seconds or so, and they get a phase in the air if I'm not quick enough. You could also do, I heard people like to do Extreme Galanza, but if you don't burst him quick enough, he goes into the air too. At least with the Infernodile, when it goes into overdrive, it stays on the ground. The hardest things you're ever going to find are going to be 5 plus sigils for supplementary, and what was the other one? Well, those two are hard to find. Supplementary is hard to find as it is, but War Elemental, you really just need one if you're not too worried about your AI teammates. Well, and supplementary. Supplementary, if you're not worried about building your current characters that are like your helpers, then whatever. But I'm doing it for the sake of making my character as strong as possible. I like to build the character up. But I'm wasting your time, guys. That's just my personal favorite. You can do whatever you want, but I'd advise either doing something you can clear within 15 to 10 seconds, or if you want a little bit of a longer way, you can do the Maniac, Slimepede, and have a chance for Curios there. Now, it's not the most efficient because it takes 3 minutes, but you also have a chance for a Prismatic Slime to appear, which helps a lot in upgrading sigils and uncapping your weapons and, some mastery skill points. But at this point, I haven't needed any. Like, I know I should probably go through and complete the rest of the characters, but I've already gone through most of them and uncapped or got most of their masteries. Just characters I'm not really interested in using too much. I'll go through at some point and get it all, but like you'll have plenty of mastery skill points. I'm lucky enough to have kind of what I want with Lancelot. I know ideally I probably want 20% on the normal damage cap, a critical rate, the stun power, and I take healing cap just so I heal a little bit better, but ideally I probably want skill power or whatever it is. What is it? Yeah, skill damage up or skill damage cap up. I don't know, one or the other. But alright, guys, I appreciate it. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna keep trying to farm for Curios and losing my mind. Hey, we got some good games coming out soon. Be safe out there. GGG out.